Stop. Don't move any further. Look there in the distance.
Huh? Where? Oh, look! Those plants have withered! That whole area is kinda gloomy. Even the air looks like it's filled with ash. Oh, Paimon doesn't like the look of this.
That is the withering. All right, traveler. We're going to have to enter that withering zone. Once inside, we'll need to look for what we call tumors of the withering. If we eliminate those, then the area will be saved. Thank you, but I must warn you. Don't push yourself. Even with elemental powers, once you step inside the withering zone, you may experience extreme discomfort. If at any point it becomes too much, return outside of the zone and take a breather. It could become a... You ready then? Let's go. First, we must locate any branches sustaining the withering zone.
Oz, reveal thyself! Motion to compel.
Stabilize!
Great work. Now that all the branches have been cleared, we'll need to take care of the tumor.
By royal decree.
Now, destroy the tumors of the withering.
We did it! Everything's
Yes, thanks to you two. We were able to quickly restore this.
Tainari? You make it sound like we did well, but why does...
It's that obvious, huh? Recently, the rate at which the withering zone appears has been increasing. Even though we were able to quickly clear that withering zone, if that simply meant more work for me, then that wouldn't be an issue. But it's far more severe than that. The withering is leaving lasting... For instance, even though we cleared out the withering zone, many of the plants that were affected will not... This presents a crisis for the ecosystem itself. Many plants in the rainforest are already in decline, and most disturbingly, as the appearances of withering zones have started to increase, Kale's case of Ella...
Huh? Well,
I'm still not sure of the exact reason. However, I've received word from acquaintances at the academia that similar cases are being reported for patient... No, none that we know of. The withering has been recorded in Sumeru for millennia. It's said that it originates from the depths of the world. By the way, have you heard of Irminsul before? Irminsul is a tree located deep beneath the surface. Although it isn't like any tree we know in a biological sense, you can basically think of it as a large tree that grows downwards rather than upward. I'm sure you've heard of ley lines, right? They're like the roots of Irminsul, spreading and extending from a massive cavern deep underground, all the way up. Ley lines continually absorb the memories of this world, which are then funneled into Irminsul, allowing it to collect knowledge and wisdom. The Dendro Archon is known as the God of Wisdom because her consciousness is directly connected to it. It is also said that And as for the withering, its emergence is related to a disease that's That's right. My ancestors learned of this from Greater Lord Rukadevata's familiars a long time ago. But even those mysterious creatures did not know of a cure. I'm afraid we rangers will be battling the withering zones here for a long time until it... All right, that's enough on this topic for the time being. Now that we've taken care of things here, it's time for us to head back to
This weather's got me in the mood for reciting some laws. Let's see. Commercial Law of Lila, Chapter 27, Section 6, Article 3 stipulates that... Wait, what was it? Oh my goodness, I've completely forgotten. What is wrong with me today?
do us a favor and clear this up at your earliest convenience. I submit that we cannot afford for the codices to get damp.
Oh, Tainari, you all made it back. How did it go?
The withering zone you reported has been taken care of. No need to worry. Huh. Wait, is that? Oh no, Hypatia!
Huh? What's wrong, Tainari?
This Duskbird is Hypatia's designated courier for urgent news. You do remember her, don't you? She's the scholar you and Paimon were following when you first arrived in Sumeru.
Oh, her? How could we forget? So did something happen?
Let me see what's written in the letter first. Oh.
So what's it say? And what's with that weird expression on your face? Just let Paimon read it. Huh? All Paimon sees are 3 squiggly lines.
Yes, allow me to explain. After we brought you from Hypatia's cave to Gandharvaville, Hypatia resumed her meditation. She must have just finished. It's been nearly 3 days since she's had anything to eat, and it appears she's forgotten to prepare some rations. This letter is her asking us for help. We need to go.
What? You mean she's been sitting there for 3 days? Hey, wait, how did you know all that from just a few lines on the paper?
Well, obviously because this has happened before. Last time she drew 5 lines, and by the time we found her... Well, I'd prefer not to remember that. Needless to say, Hypatia's been through worse, but we should still get to her as quickly as possible. I've got some emergency rations set aside for times like these. Paimon, Traveler, could you two bring these to her?
Wait, you want us to bring her the rations?
Let's find out. Here, Traveler, take a smell and see. So, how do you feel?
Huh? Really? You're not but wait, how'd you know that he'd be okay?
Back when we were clearing the Withering Zone, I observed that he could adeptly manipulate the Dendro element. I knew then that he... And if I may ask, when I was telling you two about Irminsol's ley lines, was what I described similar at all to what you saw while you were unconscious? That's correct. Those weren't hallucinations at all. Though I don't... Because what you saw is of significant importance. Not just for the nation of Sumeru, but the entire... My forefathers were shown much favor by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. We took an oath to protect this nation together with her. Now that that duty has fallen to me, it was part of my responsibilities to ask... Now, after seeing you in action with my own eyes, you have earned my confidence, and I no longer feel the need to hide any secrets from you. When you passed out, your consciousness had connected directly with Irminsul. What you witnessed were actually real memories. I could try to tell you more, but it would be better if you went to ask Hypatia instead. Her focus on meditation and use of Spirit Borneol are aimed at a...
That sounds nice and all, but will she really help us? Seriously, she completely ignored us the last time we tried talking to her.
That was because when you ran into her, she was in a special phase of her training. During that time, she must... Please, wait here for a moment. Here, take these. It's a meal I packed for Hypatia, as well as some other ingredients. Here's a letter that I would like you to give to her. Just show it to her and she'll answer any questions you may have. No. I should be the one thanking you.
Hypatia should still be in the cave. Let's go inside and see how she's doing.
Nostra Abyssa.
Hypatia should still be in the cave. Let's go inside and see how she's doing. Hello? Hypatia? Hey, there's nobody here. Maybe she went out to look for some food. Let's try looking around the area. There you are. Hypatia, are you all right?
So hungry.
There's no way we can get her to eat in her current condition. Huh? Wait. Why does it look super foggy outside? Huh? How'd things out here end up looking like this? What happened? And where are we? Really? Oh. Wow. This place is huge. Paimon knew there's something off about that cave. Let's think of a way to get over there and have a closer look. Who knows? Maybe we'll find a lead of some kind. Ugh. so good.
Crumble!
Hello? Hypatia? Maybe she went out to look for some food. Let's try looking around the area. There you are! Hypatia, are you alright?
So hungry. Need water.
There's no way we can get her to eat in her current condition. Let's try finding some water first. Huh? Wait. Why does it look super foggy outside all of a sudden? Anyway, let's go look around. here end up looking like this? What happened? And where are we? Really? Oh. Wow, this place is huge! Paimon knew there's something off about that cave. Let's think of a way to get over there and have a closer look. Who knows? Maybe we'll find a lead of some kind. Huh? What happened just now? Why'd everything around us suddenly change?
will have order.
Incinerate! Boom!
What in Tibet is going on here? This place is getting weirder by the minute. Hey, what's the matter? You don't look so good.
Looks like
The Abyss Herald! What are you planning?
strange place. Plotting. Now before the abyss.
Gather! Order guide you.
By royal decree.
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Breath of the flame.
Huh? Why can't we beat this guy? Oh, Paimon doesn't get it! We faced others like him before! What's wrong this time?
Traveler, though you may have managed to avert countless crises before, forsaken you. Your meager existence in her eye. The bonds of love and family which drive you to find your sibling. But don't you fret now. Today will be...
What do we do? We haven't seen Hypatia anywhere out here. Oh, there she is! Quick, let's see how she's doing. Well, the good news is that she's... are you okay? Anyways, we can talk about this later. Whoa, wait a sec. Look at all this fruit lying around her. We...
Who is there? Tainari, is that you? Huh?
It's okay. You can relax, Hypatia. Tainari sent us here to bring you some food and water. Here, we have a letter that he asked us to give you.
I see. So, you're friends of Tainari. I apologize for all the trouble I've caused you. I'm grateful that you came so quickly to save me. You even brought all...
Well, actually, we didn't bring the... We were kind of wondering about that, actually. When we found you here...
Oh, really? I seem to understand now. All the fruit was likely from my, neighbor.
Your neighbor? You mean there's someone else living nearby?
Oh? So...
Wait, hold on a second, Traveler. You say that before we arrived, you saw some mysterious creature, and...
No, I actually do believe what the traveler is saying. I myself had a similar experience once before, and ended up scaring my timid little neighbor here. You needn't worry. They mean you no harm. They only dragged you into the dream because they hoped to buy themselves a little time in order...
So, Hypatia, just what kind of...
I'm not sure what it's called, to be honest. But I do know that they have some sort of deeper... I know this because the first time I saw them was also the exact day my consciousness was able to form a connection with Irminsul. Even after I opened my eyes and stopped meditating, my heart was still... And at that very moment, I suddenly noticed a small figure at the opening of the cave. In my curiosity, I began to walk over to the creature. They must have already been used to me living in the cave, because they didn't seem to mind me approaching them. They just kept it. It wasn't until I crouched down next to them that they suddenly realized that I could see them.
Oh! And then?
And then I had a dream. By the time I came to, they were no... I was convinced they'd never show up again. But sure enough, I saw them near... I feel like they aren't as afraid of me as the first time I approached them. But I never would have expected them to... Yes, no doubt about that. By the way, Tainari mentioned... Sorry about that.
Well, if somebody hadn't dropped the food earlier... Anyway, all right, we're up, Traveler.
Sounds good. already finished cooking? Yeah.
All done! Let's use the empty box that Tainari gave us since we already watched it. Oh, it smells amazing!
Are you already finished cooking? Even though everything you mentioned was in Tainari's letter, it's still hard to believe you were able to connect with Irminsul. It took me nearly 3 years before I could do so. And everyone at the academia even lauded me as a genius. You should know that some researchers spend their entire lives with...
So why does this incense allow people to
The ingredients used to make spirit-born ale primarily consist of plants created by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. These special ingredients are conducive to heightening our senses to the Dendro Archon's. Since the root of the Dendro Archon's power lies within Irminsul, we can occasionally tap into her powers to peer into the depths of the earth. Naturally, anyone who can establish a connection with Irminsul in their first ever attempt must be a person.
Makes sense. But Paimon's got a question. Why was he sensitive to the smell of those plants?
That was primarily due to his body's unique constitution. Stimulated by the incense, he could perceive the Dendro Archon's power and experienced a sensory overload. Hence, taking in any sense similar to the ingredients of Spirit-born Ale would cause adverse effects. Not to worry, though. It appears you've already fully recovered. Technically, your body should still be sensitive to the powers of the Dendro Archon, but unless you're using intentional meditation techniques, the scent of Spirit-born Ale should no longer trigger such reactions.
Whew. Well, that's...
I must admit, I am quite envious of your abilities. Even if it meant suffering from pounding headaches for the rest of my life, I'd consider...
Whoa! You're really serious about this whole thing, aren't you?
I am. As a member of the Ritaoist Darshan at the Academia, my main area of research is the stars and their connection to the fate of living beings. But there is still so much we don't know, which is why I must turn to the all-knowing Irmin. If only my perception wasn't so limited. Unfortunately, I cannot guarantee that my every attempt to attune with Irminsul will be... I am currently in the stage of training known as Satyavada life. Many researchers in Sumeru have lost their minds while seeking to attune. Sages have said that Irminsul contains divine knowledge, and touching such knowledge without the proper preparations and abilities will only... That's why we meditate alone. We need to ensure that our minds will be calm.
Whoa! So knowledge from Irminsul can be super dangerous!
Of course I do. Especially during nights that are pitch black with no moonlight, and dead silent without even the sound of insects. However, I've been feeling better as of late. I don't get as scared anymore knowing that I have a little neighbor living nearby. I believe that being able to see them is a sort of blessing from the Dendro Archon. But what's strangest of all is that they're clearly an envoy of the god of wisdom herself, and they have the curious power to make people dream.
What's so strange about that? It doesn't sound so out of place for a divine being, does it?
Well, it's strange because nearly nobody in Sumeru can ever dream.
Huh.
Yes, well, to an extent. The sages say that wisdom implies rationality, but that which occurs in dreams is often neither rational nor logical. Yes, if one struggles with anxieties, those emotions could... The fact that the people of Sumeru do not have dreams is seen as a blessing by the sages. They believe that Greater Lord Rukkhadevata The god of wisdom is keeping us away from the foolish delusions you encounter. I was born into a family of scholars in Sumeru City. Ever since I was a child, my parents would always tell me that I'll know I've grown up once I stop dreaming. I studied hard, enrolled as a student in the academia, and went on to become a researcher. But then, on the day I scared the little Aranara, I suddenly saw a dream again. It was incredible. Though I don't exactly remember what I saw back then. I was foolish and ignorant as any youth would be. But I was free of fear. Maybe... just be sure not to speak of this if you travel to Sumeru City. They'll look at you.
So, do you have any thoughts about the things he saw when he connected with Irminsul?
Sorry. I'm afraid I don't have any answers as of now. All I can say is that what you... World, forget me. If only I could ascend past Satyavada life and begin Paripurna life. I might have some more answers for you. If you two are ever in the area again, please be sure to come and see me. There's no need to be thanking me. You two are my saviors. Besides, I'm already looking forward...
Now that we know Hypatia is alright and had the chance to ask her some questions, Paimon thinks it's about...
Think about it, Tainari. Refusing to join is tantamount to burying your head in the sand. I understand that you're a forest watcher and that it's your duty to combat the effects of withering zones. But isn't it evident that such work is not a lasting solution to the problem? As Sage Kage clearly stated, your presence and guidance in Sumeru City is pivotal in finding a cure for Irminsul. How could you possibly refuse?
Keep your emotions in check, Gulam. Let's at least listen to Tainari's reason for declining. We're here to invite him to the Academia, not to cause a scene.
Sage Kage, I am truly honored that you came here in person, but I'm afraid I must still decline your invitation. I am merely a forest watcher. How could the great minds of the Haravatat have any need of someone like me?
Well, it turns out that your refusal letter had some implications on your master's reputation. He is a renowned sage of the Immorta, after all. So now I've come here in his stead.
I see. Huh. And I figured that given his temper, he would come here and berate me personally.
Tainari, your master is an integral part of this effort. And now...
And what exactly does my master need of me, Sage Kage?
You'll know once you've arrived in Sumeru City, that is.
And how long will I be required to stay?
There's no definite answer as of now.
Do you mean to tell me that despite coming all the way here to Gandharvaville, you still can't answer the questions I laid out in the letter to my master? If that's the case, then I'm afraid I cannot give you a definite answer either.
Tainari, but you...
So be it. Come, Gulam, we're leaving.
Tainari, what was that all about?
It's nothing. Some people from the academia wanted me to go to Sumeru City to assist them with a project, but I had to refuse on account of all my responsibilities here. But all that can wait. How did things go with Hypatia?
It was quite the eventful trip, but the main thing is that she's safe and sound. She answered a bunch of questions for us, too.
Very good. Now that the traveler has made a full recovery, there shouldn't be any reason for you to tarry here longer. I assume you will be heading to Sumeru City, correct?
That's right. We want to meet Lesser Lord Kusanali and ask her for advice. Do you have any idea on how we can find her?
Sorry. I'm afraid I don't have any advice for you there.
Well, do you at least know anyone we can try asking in Sumeru City?
Let me think. My trips to Sumeru City have been fairly short, and most of my... How about this? I'll write you a letter of introduction that you can give to a researcher I know. He's from the Amurta Darshan and is adept at Also, when you enter Sumeru City, you'll probably end up receiving something like this item here. I'm not sure if it will ever come in handy for you, but maybe you can give it a try.
Oh? What is it?
It's called an Akasha Terminal. It's a tool produced by the academia that utilizes the legacy of Greater Lord Rukadevata. Some say that this very item is the basis of Sumeru's reputation. Needless to say, this device and its usage fall under the academia's expertise. So I'll...
Great! Next up, Sumeru City! That's right. Tainari, we have something important to say to Kale before...
Yes, she's doing much better. After being confined to her bed all this time, I thought a little walk would do her some good. Last I saw her, she was taking the path towards the north. She knew you two would be leaving soon, so she must have wanted to see you all.
Thanks, Tainari. All right, let's go!
Farewell, and good luck to you both.